Hi, my name is Jillian Morrisini, and I will be portraying Lizzie Borden in this upcoming production of LIZBETH. I'm so excited to be returning to Opera Orlando. I was a studio artist a couple of seasons back. It's fun to make music on stage again, have a live audience again, and be able to tell stories that really impact our lives. I'm really excited to be singing Lizzie in this production. I will give a little spoiler in that I may or may not be excited to be a murderer for the first time ever, and the only time, and only on stage. I feel like Lizzie is one of the characters that is pretty difficult to relate to. When we think of her, the first thing we think of is that she was a murderer, which hopefully most of us are thinking, well, I can't think of doing that. But if you think back before she did her terrible deeds, she was just a person who was looking for love, who was looking for respect, and sometimes didn't get that. And I think all of us, as humans going through life, that's something that at some point we can all relate to. Over 10 years ago, I made my professional operatic debut, performing young Lizzie with Microscopic Opera in Pittsburgh. And I prepared that role by really digging deep into what it felt like to be a child, from a child's perspective, maybe sometimes in some scary situations. For this role, I'm playing Lizzie a little older, so regular Lizzie, and she's really my age, which has made it kind of fun to think about what I would do in this situation, and how I can relate to her at this time in her life. I feel like every singer has specific things they do before on stage. For me, I make sure to look at my score, I make sure to go through all the music, I try to visualize where I'm going to be on stage, and go through everything, just so everything is very much solidly in my mind. But my favorite thing I always do is a giant bag of potato chips. I heard once that it makes it easier to sing. I don't think that's true at all. It's probably not true, but it gives me a good excuse, and so I use it kind of as my fun thing to do on the day. It's always fun to do a modern opera. The music is unexpected, the instrumentation is always interesting, and it's not what you're used to. So I feel like it keeps you on the edge of your seat when you're listening as an audience member, and when you're learning the music as a performer. For me, it's also exciting to do it because you don't get to do them a lot. They're not quite as commonly done. So for example, when you're taking a career in opera, you know you're going to see a lot of Magic Flutes, you're going to see a lot of Figaros, you're going to do a lot of Carmens, but you're not probably going to see a lot of Lizzies or a lot of Lizbeths. So I did this production over 10 years ago, and when it was done, we had to, kind of say goodbye to the opera, which was a little sad because you didn't think you'd get to do it again. But in this case, it's like seeing an old friend, which is exciting because it was an unexpected surprise. I am so excited that this opera is a psychological thriller. In my life as an opera singer, I play a lot of pretty girls who fall in love with the first guy they see. I play a lot of children who are really at the peak of their intelligence. So this character is pretty different from when I get to play. It's kind of like stepping, into Halloween in the middle of May, which is exciting. So it's really fun to kind of get into a creepy show. It doesn't happen a lot, so it's nice to change things up. I hope you join us to come see Lizbeth at Harriet's Orlando Ballet Center. You can get your tickets at www.operaorlando.org. It's sure to be a bloody good time.